Alam niyo mga kaibigan, nakapanayam din natin ang isa sa mga assistant coaches ng UP Fighting Maroons na nandito po sa Auckland dahil nagkaroon po ng summer basketball camp at isa po siya sa mga coaches. Narito po ang aking panayam kay assistant coach ng UP Fighting Maroons, si Coach Ricky Dandan.
Not just to spot talent for UP, but to address some concerns or some requests for us to do a clinic here. And so far, I must say that the potential is really very big, especially in the middle school level. A lot of good kids here, they do have potential. I think a couple of them can make the teams in Manila, the junior teams in Manila.
Coach Ricky, ano ba ang purpose or objective nitong summer basketball camp? Lalong-lalo na po nakafocus ito sa mga kabataan, yung under 13 o 13 and under at ang 19 and under.
I'm not well versed about the level of play, but from what I understand, I think the number of competitive games is lacking here. So there seem to be some basketball clubs here. I think those who handle those clubs are doing a good job. But for the Kiwis in here, for the country, for the locals here, they do have a program. Our Filipino community, I think, also have a basketball club for that. But like I said, it's competition. They have to be exposed, regardless of what potential they have. But if it is not harnessed in a high-level competition, that potential will not be realized.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Coach Ricky dahil sabi niya may mga basketball clubs naman dito sa New Zealand, lalo na sa Auckland, na may mga programa rin para sa mga kabataan sa basketball. Kaya ang pagpunta po nila dito is to augment or is to help itong mga clubs, itong mga kabataan para malaman ang fundamentals ng basketball.
You can go as young as 6 or 5, in my experience, and maybe 8, 9 or 10. Back in the Philippines, a lot of kids really start very young nowadays, 6, 7 years old.
Tapos Coach Ricky, ano ba yung tinatawag na unteachable age? Meron bang ganon?
It's all about attitude, because if a person is unteachable, I don't think he's going to last. In terms of the saying that you can teach old dogs new tricks, maybe, but in the scholastic level, grade school, high school, and college, they can still be reared, they can still be molded.
6 na players ng UP Fighting Maroons ang gumraduate na po, no, Coach Ricky. So ano ba ang nakalaan dyan, yung plano nyo? Siyempre hindi nyo masasabi lahat, pero curious kami mga fans ng UP Fighting Maroons.
We lost 6 of our student athletes to graduation. We have holdover. We have a 10-man team right now of holdovers from the past season. So the coaching staff is going to try to plug that. We have recruits we have been talking to. I hope by the time I get back, we've got commitment from them. But we have a healthy team B, and we are training a couple of players there who we feel are ready to join the UAP and join us here in the summer as we prepare for that season in September.
Itong mga players ng UP Fighting Maroons ay they are under athletic scholarship, no? Hindi kagaya nung panahon ko nung dekada 70 nung nag-aaral ako sa Adamson at sa FEU. Meron akong mga kaklaseng players ng UAP teams at bihira ko silang makita. Pero sabi ni Coach Ricky, ang UP Fighting Maroons importante rin ang academics.
Of course, it can't be. If you're failing, you won't be able to play. For instance, in the second semester of UP, that's what we call our eligibility semester. They cannot afford to fail, otherwise they will not be eligible to play. So a lot of times when we recruit, we also try to find out his attitude. Will he go to school? If he doesn't go to school, that's going to be a big problem, obviously.
Si UP Fighting Maroons Assistant Coach Ricky Dandan ay dati rin pong player. At ano ba ang pagkaiba nung panahon niya at ng mga players ngayon?
The game has evolved. mainly because of rule changes, and the biggest factor why the game has changed and is evolving this way is television. Especially now, you include the internet, you include social media. The game has become global already, and that changed. We Filipinos get to see how Europeans play. Europeans get to see how Filipinos play, and slowly, not slowly, but it has evolved already.
Etong susunod na kwento natin ay napaka makulay. Siya po ay dating isang guro at practical arts ang kanyang tinuturo sa Pilipinas. Pero tumulak po siya dito sa Aotearoa, New Zealand, naging challenging ang kanyang buhay, naging makulay ang kanyang buhay. Alamin natin ang kwento ni kasamang Joel Montarde.
Ito yan, nangyari yan ganito yan. Ang business na ito, sa totoo lang, wala naman akong alam sa pagkain ng negosyo. Minsan, napasok ako sa kwan, nag-drive ako ng taxi. Minsan, birthday ko, kinumbida ko yung mga kasamahan ko sa taxi. Birthday ko kasi, tapos nasarapan sila sa pagkain na sinerve namin sa kanila. Kinabukasan, sabi nung after ng birthday party ko, sabi niya, ay, ang sarap mo magluto. Why don't you sabi, ipagluto mo kami tuwing papasok ka, sabi sa taxi. Sa airport ako kasi, airport taxi ko. Ilagay mo lang, sabi, sa box. $5, ay ginawa ko yun.
Talagang makulay talaga ang buhay ni Kuya Joel, ano? Alamin pa natin ang iba pang mga kwento niya.
Hanggang sa dati tatlo lang sila. Nakita ang kumakain. Saan ka bumili? Sabi kay Kwan. Tawag sa akin sa airport, puto eh. Sa Maura ang sabing puto, pandak. Pero okay lang naman. Pero pagdating sa Samoa, pag sinabing puto, matalino. Yan ang kaya sa pagdating dito sa New Zealand, halos hindi ko nila kilala sa tunay kong pangalan. Kilala ko nila sa puto. Ibig sabihin, sa pagdating sa Maure, pandak. Pagdating sa Samoa, matalino. Doon ako nag-start. Tapos hanggang sa padami yung kuwan ko. Yung umu-order. Minsan mayroon isang Samoan sabi, saw. Ibig sabihin, alika. Alam mo ba, sabi na, you are sitting on money. Change your career. Seko, what do you mean? Sabi niya, look, when you cook, it's really yummy. Why don't you change? Engage in food business. Doon ako nagkaroon ng kwan. Yun pa lang yung lalaking yun. Walang ginawa yun. Magbasa lang ng magbasa. Nung malaman ko, yung pala ang binabasa niya, Biblia. Hanggang sa nung one day, pastor na siya. So kumbaga sa kwan, siguro talaga yung Panginoong Diyos, ginagay ako sa ganitong sitwasyon. Kaya ito, hanggang sa, I don't know how to about, hindi ko alam magluto. Ngayon, isa na pala ako sa magaling na kusinero. Ganun lang naman eh. Talagang ganun siguro rin buhay ng tao.
Marami pang kwento ang ibibigay sa atin ni Kuya Joel sa mga ibang edisyon ng The Filipino Show at sa ating YouTube channel, ang Ikwento Mo. Siya po isang radio disc jockey po sa Cebu nung nandun po siya. At tumulak po dito sa Aotearoa, New Zealand at ngayon po ay isang attorney na po. Ang tawag nila dito ay barrister, solicitor. Yan po si Attorney Mel Libre, kasamang Mel Libre, na dati pong taga Auckland pero opted to come to Hamilton. At mas maganda ang buhay sa Hamilton, mas laid back. Alamin natin ang kwento ni kasamang Mel Libre, lalong-lalo na tungkol sa kanyang songwriting, yung hindi naman career, pero yung kanyang pagsusulat ng mga awitin, lalong-lalo na ang paborito kong pop song.
Well, I used to work as a DJ way back in the 70s. and I played a lot of songs at that point in time. And through the years, and I composed songs as well. And through the years, I've been influenced by many different artists of the past. And I thought that I should give a tribute to these important artists who has, in a way, affected me as a musician and my music. So I came out with a song called Pop Songs. So that's the reason why that song came out.
Konting background, Mel, sa inyong songwriting career.
Well, writing song is sometimes a spur of a moment thing. It just happens that there are certain things that inspire you, and once you are inspired, the lyrics come out. You write it like a poem, and the melody just follows, and that's how a song is born.
Sino naman ang mga paborito mong artists?
My favorite actually is Stevie Wonder and Billy Joel, and yeah, there was Dan McLean as well. These are some of my favorite artists.
Ano ba sikreto mo sa pagsusulat ng mga kanta, ng mga awitin? Ano ba nauuna? Yung musika o yung lyrics?
I wrote both the music and I wrote the lyrics.
Kasamang Mel, ikwento mo naman sa amin itong tungkol sa awit sa Santo Niño.
So what happened in Awit sa Santo Niño, which is a sort of tribute for the 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines. Actually, that song has been sung in masses here in Auckland only, and in Hamilton during the Sinulog festivities. And I thought that it would be a wonderful gift to give to Cebu City and to the Philippines on the occasion of the 500 years Christianization. And so I got some people to help me out, and I got a singer named Manila Pincao, who is most known with most of the Santo Niño songs that you hear are interpreted by Manila Pincao, and he's a good friend of mine. And he said that, oh, I like your song, Mel. I can arrange it and I can sing it for you. And so he recorded that in Cebu. And so that song was born, and we have big plans for that song. Probably a music video will be coming out shortly, and a dance group hopefully will dance that in Cebu during the Sinulog festivities in 2021.
Maraming salamat, Mel, for welcoming me into your beautiful home. At harinawa, magkikita-kita tayo muli dyan po sa Hamilton. No? I envy your lifestyle dahil masarap sa Hamilton. Maganda ang klima, it's a laid-back community. Okay, mga kabarangay, narito po ang awit sa Santo Niño. At ito po ang kinumpose ni Attorney Mel Libre.
Alang sa balaang bata, alang sa Santo
Malapit na po natin ilunsad ang Pilipinas Alumni Cup 3-on-3 Basketball Challenge. Ito po yung kakaibang, hindi naman kakaibang basketball. Basketball pa rin pero tatluhan, no? Half court. At ito po yung nakafocus po tayo sa mga kabataan, yung mga under 13, under 15, yung mga ganon, at ang mga kababaihan. Kaya antabayanan nyo po ang Pilipinas Alumni Cup 3-on-3 Basketball Challenge. Isa po pong assistant coach ng UP Fighting Maroons ang nandito rin para tumulong po kay Coach Ricky Dandan sa Summer Basketball Camp. Siya po ay si Coach Mo Gingrich. At ano siya laking Pilipinas, no? At ang galing niyang managalog. Siya po isang Amerikano pero ang galing niyang managalog. Bakit kaya?
Sa Pilipinas po ako lumaki since I was 8 years old. My parents are missionaries there, so yung buong pamilya namin, we moved there sa Pilipinas.
Para pala kayo yung coach ng Miami Heat ba yun? Sino to?
Si Coach Po, si Eric Spolstra.
Yeah, oo, di ba?
He's Filipino-American. Actually, I met him one of the times nagpunta siya sa Philippines. He always visits yung orphanage ng kaibigan namin.
21 years na po si Coach Mo sa Pilipinas. Siya po ay nag-high school sa Faith Academy sa May Cainta. Ano yung kapitbahay ko yan? Sa May bandang Cainta. At ang team nila doon ay the Faith Academy Vanguards.
International Kids School, Missionary Kids School. So teammate ko doon si Kirk Long and Vince Burke. They played for Ateneo College and I played for UP.
Pagka-graduate ni Coach Mo sa UP Diliman ay tumulak na siya, tumuloy na agad siya sa pagiging isang coach.
Sports Science, Bachelor of Sports Science. I graduated noong 2014.
Tinanong ko kay Coach Mo, ano ba ang nakaka-attract sa iyo, yung naaliw ka sa pagiging coach?
Straight to coaching. Actually, even while I was at UP, I was already helping coaching sa mga basketball clinic and also sa high school namin sa Faith. And then siguro mga 2 weeks after I played my last game sa UAP for UP, our team manager at the time, si Dan Palami, asked me if I could stay on and help the team. At the time, wala kaming head coach. It was si Joe Ward. He's American, used to play internationally in the States as well. He was the one running the practices. So it was just the three of us, Joe Ward and myself and Poch Wino were the ones helping the team at that time. I really enjoy being able to, I enjoy teaching. I think I would enjoy teaching PE or something as well. Just being able to give back, I guess, of all the things I've learned over the years and all the things that basketball has taught me.
Si Coach Mo ay dati rin pong manlalaro ng UP Fighting Maroons, no? Kaya tinanong ko sa kanya, ano ba ang pagkaiba ng laro ngayon at yung laro ng panahon niya?
Malaking pagkakaiba. Nung naglalaro ako, siguro I was part of 0-14 seasons, no? So talagang mahina kami nung time na yon. Nakita ko ngayon, just looking back, na pinakamali talaga noon yung mindset namin. A lot of times, going into the game, parang feel namin na hindi magandang chance namin or basta it's not like now, yung players talagang going into the game, kita mo na mananalo sila. You know, sometimes even if we don't win, pero sa tingin nila every game mananalo sila. Yung mindset. And then of course, yung alumni support. Ibang-iba ngayon. Before, nung naglalaro kami, ang nanonood lang sa amin yung mga pamilya namin. Ngayon, yung pamilya namin, di na makakuha ng ticket dahil sa dami ng gustong manood. Which is, it's a good problem to have. But I would have never imagined really 6-7 years ago nung naglalaro pa ako na we'd have a problem na yung arena sold out, wala nang ticket for a UP game. Ito, lalo na for kids this age. Yung iba, as young as 9 years old, 8-9 years old, all the way up to high school.
Tinanong ko naman kay Coach Mo, bakit ba importante magkaroon ng basketball clinic? Di ba magaling na ang Pinoy?
School age, college age here, I guess is what they call it. Malaking bagay talaga to build the fundamentals, okay? Lalo na in a country like New Zealand where maraming sports, okay? In the Philippines, halos may ibang sports din na nag-clinic, but mostly talaga basketball. So maraming naka-experience ng ganitong clinic sa Philippines. Pero dito, I'm guessing some of the kids first time nila maka-attend ng basketball clinic. also my advantage din yung playing other sports. I can see that some guys, you know, they're not necessarily basketball players. They don't have the skills, pero you can tell na athletic, they play other sports siguro, na malalakas ang katawan nila. That will help them din pagdating sa basketball. Ito, lalo na sa mga younger kids, more of enjoyment para ma-enjoy nila yung game. Okay, because this clinic, we can teach a lot, di ba? Pero hindi ka gagaling ng sobra in the span of a week. Sinabi ko rin sa mga bata yan. If you really want to get better, dapat galing sa'yo. Your initiative to practice every day, to take hours, to practice the skills that you want to get better at. So, lalo na sa mga younger kids, sana ma-develop nila yung passion, yung desire for the game and the love for the game. Para that will really be the thing that will push them to get better.
Bukod sa pagiging assistant coach ng UP Fighting Maroons, si Coach Mo ay assistant coach din ng Smart Gilas 3-on-3 basketball team na nagkamit po ng gold nung nakalipas na Southeast Asian Games. Tinanong ko kay Coach Mo, anong feeling nung nakamit yung gold?
Sobrang saya. Sa SEA Games, it was first week of December. We won the gold medal against, although a lot of people, they favored, sabi nila na malakas talaga ang team natin sa Pilipinas dahil we had PBA players playing. But I think actually the teams we're playing against, especially Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand, were actually more experienced internationally, because for our team, all 4 of our players, it was their first time playing in a real 3x3 competition. So yung preparation dun naging importante. And thankfully we were able to play well and to get that gold medal. Then going forward for the Philippines, may chance tayo mag-qualify sa Olympics. So in March sa India, merong qualifiers amongst the world. 20 teams pa ang remaining sa tournament na yun, and then the top 3 sa tournament na yun will have a chance to qualify. It will be a very tough task kasi teams like the USA, Slovenia, and other European and South American powerhouse teams are still there, yet to qualify. An uphill battle for sure, but like they say, bilog ang bola. So may chance tayo. Lalo na sa 3x3. I think going forward, the Philippines has a great chance sa 3x3 because you don't always have to be the biggest team. Okay, you can rely on outside shooting because the 2-point shot, in a 3x3 game, outside the arc is a 2-point shot, inside the arc is a 1-point shot. So, mas grabe yung effect ng outside shot sa 3x3. And also the quickness of the Filipino guards, the ability to break down one-on-one is a great help as well. So I think going forward, it should be a sport that the Philippines dedicates more time and preparation and resources to prepare our 3x3 players.
May pagkaiba ba ang mga players and playing style and competition noon at ngayon?
Sa Olympic competitions, meron kasing 3x3 ranking ang bawat country. Okay, dito sa Olympic qualifiers, two of the 4 players sa final lineup have to be from the top 10 ng rankings. Yung PBA players na yun that played in the SEA Games, wala sila sa top 100 ng Filipino kasi that was their first tournament na that they played in. So the more tournaments you play in, the higher your ranking. So sana dalawa from the top 10 and then dalawa from other players.
And finally, Coach Mo, ano ang yung ginagawa to manage all of this, no? Meron kang UP Fighting Maroons, nandyan din ng 3x3 Smart Gilas team, at marami pa ibang yung ginagawa. How do you manage it, Coach Mo?
Yung time naman, yung practice time is a different time of the day. Pero yun nga, minsan from UP, diretso na kami dun sa practice venue namin for 3x3. Minsan nakakapagod, but it's fun as well. It's fun for me to be able to experience this even at medyo, sa coaching, medyo bata pa ako. No? I'm only 29, so learning from other more experienced guys, yung the players and the coaches I'm coaching with is a great experience to me. So yun ang nagbibigay rin ng enjoyment sa akin.
sandali. Tatanungin ko po kung ilang taon na po si Pipo para makita nyo kung sino talaga si Pipo po.
Pero balita ko yung Pipo ay galing Tarlac.
Nasa Tarlac po yan. Yan po unang tinayo namin leksyonan back po sa Tarlac. Hanggang ngayon po, nandun po rin po yung Pipo's leksyon po na nangangasiwa din yung utol po kapatid ko. Pipo, balik na natin. Ito po si Pipo. How old are you now, son? 23 po, kaya 23 years old na po ang Pipo.
So ang Pipo's lechon is named after
After this, this is my boy, Pipo. Hindi po ako si Pipo, but some of these guys, they call me Pipo. Okay lang po yung Pipo, ako na si Pipo eh. Parang ganun po. Ito po si Pipo, namit po niya.
23 years na.
23 years po. Pero dito po sa New Zealand, 4 years na po tayo. We did start in Balmoral. And then, nagsara ang Balmoral. That's the time na nagsimula kami mag-venture sa night market na tinanggap po ng tao. Salamat po sa lahat ng tumanggap hanggang ngayon. Andyan pa rin po sila. Sinusuportahan ko hanggang ngayon po 4 years dito sa night market. Dito po ako nagsimula ng original ng night market po 4 years na po at sa Henderson as well. Yun po, ang naging bunga nun, yung bagong karinderya po natin dito sa Glen Eden po. Yun po ang naging bunga niya. So far po, kailangan pa rin po ng suporta galing sa inyo. Kami po ay nagagalak na servisyon po kayo sa abot naming makakaya. At maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, mga suki.
Parang, actually hindi ako marunong magluto. Ang mama ko magaling magluto. Siguro ang namana ko yung taste buds ng mama ko. At the same time, siguro dahil kapampangan, yun na ang madalas na natitikman mo doon sa place ninyo. So kailangan ma-meet mo yung kung ano ang panlasa ng mga kapampangan. So doon kami nasana. Hanggang dito, nung dumating ako dito, pag nagluluto ako sa bahay at may mga bisita, nagugustuhan naman yung luto ko. And then it came to the point na hindi ko na namamalayan na nasasarapan na pala yung mga nagluluto sa akin. So, dito, actually talagang pagod na pagod. Pero pag nakikita mo yung mga customer mo na natutuwa, nasasarapan, at nakakatulong at the same time, natutulungan kami, nakakatulungan kami dahil na sabi nga nila, hulog kami ng langit sa kanila dahil answered prayer daw sa mga mami or mga parents na marunong sila magluto. Wala naman siguro parents na hindi gusto makapag-prepare ng sarili ng luto nila para sa pamilya nila. But then, sobrang pagod na sila. Wala na talagang time. Especially kung naabutan sila ng traffic. So, tama-tama po daw yung place namin. Bukod sa accessible, sabi nila, mas masarap daw ako magluto kaya sa kanila. So, ayaw ko kung bola yun. Pero anyway, ayun po, natutuwa naman ako. Kaya kahit maraming putahe, basta masasarapan ng customer. Masaya na po kami.
Well, my greetings to all of the Filipino community, and great to be here at the Big Day Out celebrating Auckland as an inclusive and diverse city. And my particular warm regards to the Filipino community. I am now the proud grandfather of a grandson who is a quarter Filipino, so that's something to celebrate. Cheers.
Magandang makulay na araw po, minamahal ko mga kabarangay. Ako po yung Kuya Nonoy, yung Direk Rene. Dito po sa ating Ikwento Mo. Sa araw na ito ay i-feature po natin ito pong free magazine, monthly magazine ng Auckland, New Zealand. Ito pong magazine na tinatawag pong Our Auckland. Yan, ito po, tingnan niyo po ha. Our Auckland. Ito po yung big print dun sa mga kailangan magsasalamin. Kailangan malaki ang letra. Yan po ay available sa mga libraries po, no? Itong Our Auckland. At i-feature po natin kung ano po mga palaman po dito. At this will be a good guide for us na gustong mamasyal at may mga events at activities na pwede po natin gawin dito po sa Auckland. Kasi ang Auckland po ay tinaguri ang the biggest city po in Aotearoa, New Zealand. 25% or more than 25% of New Zealand's population ay nakatira po dito sa Auckland. Ayon po dito sa latest issue ng Our Auckland, no? Meron po dito mga statistics, no? There are around 525 free events supported by Auckland Council over the summer. Kasama na po dyan ang music and movies in the parks, yung Silo Cinema, ito po sa may viaduct, no? Napakaganda na, nakapanood na kami ng ilang pelikula dyan. At ang Auckland Live Summer in the Square. Para sa karagdagang detalye, pwede po kayong pumunta po sa www.ourauckland.nz/summer. Samantala, dahil ang Auckland po ang pinakamalaking syudad dito po sa Aotearoa, New Zealand, at tinatayang 1/4 of the New Zealand's population ay nakatira po dito sa Auckland. Next year po, sa 2021, the year curbside collection of food scraps will be rolled out across urban Auckland. Ito pong mga food scraps, ito po yung mga tira-tira sa tira-tirang pagkain o yung mga niluto natin, no, yung mga ganun, is currently making up almost half the weight of the average Auckland household's rubbish bin. Diba sinasama-sama natin yan, no? So next year, meron na pong food scraps curbside collection. So I guess magkakaroon ng panibagong container. Kasi ngayon may pula para sa rubbish, may dilaw para sa recyclables, at yung green yata para sa mga yung mga cuttings, yung mga grass, no? So anong kulay kaya ang para sa food scraps? Itutuloy po natin itong ating pinag-uusapan po tungkol po sa itong magazine, no? Our Auckland. At magbabalik po tayo dito. Makalipas po lamang ng ilang mga mensahe mula po sa ating mga sponsors. At ang ating sponsors po ngayon, 3 po ay puro pagkain. 2 po sa Auckland, 1 po dyan sa Nelson. Ako mahilig kasi ako kumain, no? At unahin na po natin, ito pong dito sa Auckland. Ito po yung dito sa Panmure, ang melting pot, no? At yan po ay sa pagmemay-ari ni Chef Leo Fernandez. At napakarami pong masasarap na pagkain dyan. At syempre, dumako naman tayo ng bandang a little bit south naman sa Takanini. Yan, nandyan naman si Kuya Joel, no? Si Kuya Joel Montarde. At ang kanyang J&M Food and Butchery, no? At butcher si Kuya Joel. At later on dito sa ikwento mo, hindi ngayon po but in the future episodes yung ating panayam kay Kuya Joel ay ipapalabas po natin. At suffice to say na si Kuya Joel po ay he is a butcher ngayon, pero siya po ay dating maestro. Yan po ay kasing pareho ko, guro din siya, no? At nagtapos sa Catanduanes State College ng Bachelor of Science in Industrial Education. At yan, malalaman natin sa ating future Q&A with Kuya Joel. Samantala, namnamin muna natin ang mga produkto ng J&M Food and Butchery. At lumayo-layo naman tayo, medyo malayo talaga, no? Dumako tayo sa Nelson at nandun naman si Chef Arnel, no? Lisondra. At Arnel's Filipino Restaurant naman ito, the only one dyan po sa Nelson. At hindi pa po tayo nakarating ng Nelson, pero sa mga pictures at video na nakikita ko, mukhang masarap itong mga niluluto ni Chef Arnel. At itaga nyo sa bato. Naku, sana magkatotoo, no? Na before the end of 2020 makakarating tayo dyan sa Nelson, sa Blenheim at iba pang lugar dyan sa South Island para makapanayam natin ang mga kababayan natin dyan. At maraming kwento rin dyan, magagandang kwento. Samantala dito kay Chef Arnel, meron kaming konting connection. Kasi si Chef Arnel, although sa taga Luzon siya, lumaki siya. He spent a couple of years sa Zamboanga City. Kaya yun ang connection namin eh. Kaya nga nung kausap ko siya minsan sa telepono, chinachabakano ko, sabi ko, naiintindihan daw. Ay isang graduate po ng Pilar College. Isa po sa mga exclusive school sa Zamboanga City. Sa mga susunod na mga edisyon ng ikwento mo, ay makakapanayam naman natin si Chef Arnel Lisondra. Balikan po natin ating pinag-uusapan dito, yung magazine Our Auckland, ang free monthly magazine Auckland po, na matatagpuan po ay pwede po kayong kumuha ng mga kopya sa mga libraries. At pinag-uusapan natin yung movies in the parks, no? Ilan lamang sa mga pelikulang upcoming na mapapanood po natin watching these films under the stars with your with your family or loved ones, thanks to funding from Mangere, Otahuhu, and the Otara Papatoytoy local boards. So ito ay sample lamang to, no? Bawat area ng Auckland ay meron pong movies in the park. So ito po ay ang Aladdin, Manukau Sports Bowl. Malapit po sa Sabado na, February 8. Spider-Man Far From Home sa Mangere Center Park sa February 29. At ang Abominable sa Murphy Park sa Otahuhu sa 28th of March. Para sa karagdagang detalye ay pumunta lamang po sa www.moviesinparks.co.nz. Maraming salamat at pinayagan niyo ako muli pumasok sa inyong mga tahanan, sa inyong mga puso para sa edisyong ito ng Ikwento Mo. Harinawa ay makakatulong ang ating feature at ang ating ito pong monthly Auckland magazine, Our Auckland, ay makakatulong po na magkaroon po kayo ng magandang eksperyensya kung kayo man ay nakatira sa Auckland o kayo po ay bumibisita sa Auckland. Ako po muli ang inyong kaibigan Simpapoy, ang inyong Kuya Nono, inyong Direk Rene. Yan ang Ikwento Mo. Maganda't makulay na araw muli, minamahal ko mga kabarangay. Ako po inyong kaibigan Simpapoy, ang inyong Kuya Nono, inyong Direk Rene. Dito po sa ating Ikwento Mo. At sa araw na ito ang ating ikukwento ang grupo ng Iglesia ni Cristo, particularly dito po sa Auckland, tungkol po sa kanilang gawain na pinamagatang Aid to Humanity. Ito po ay ginanap noong nakalipas na buwan at tutunghayan po natin. Samantala, narito muna ang ilang mga paalala mula sa ating mga sponsors. Okay, nagbabalik po tayo dito sa ating Ikwento Mo. Pero bago po nating puntahan ang ating kwento tungkol po sa Aid to Humanity ng Iglesia ni Cristo, ay nais ko nang bigyan ng daan itong paborito kong beef langgunisa. Siguro ilang araw din naging yung pananghalian ko sa eskwelahan. Dala-dala ko po itong beef longganisa. Galing po ito sa J&M Food and Butchery. At marami po sila ibang mga produkto, no? Pero itong beef langgunisa ang paborito ko at paborito ng aking pamilya. Ang J&M po ay matatagpuan dyan sa Pakanini, ang kanilang main shop. Pero meron din po silang food truck na tuwing araw po ng Sabado ng umaga ay nasa Otara at paglinggo naman po ay nasa St. John's. Yan po si Kuya Joel, ang J&M Food and Butchery. By the way, nagpapasalamat po tayo sa mag-asawang Gerald and Rhea Grana. Ito po si Gerald ay dati kong estudyante sa Kolehiyo ng Miriam at gumawa po siya ng ating OBB, yung opening billboard. No? Maraming salamat Gerald and Rhea. Ayan, so dumako na tayo sa ating kwento sa araw na ito, ang Aid to Humanity. At tayo po'y maswerte na naimbitahan ng Iglesia ni Cristo dito po sa Auckland dahil meron po kasi silang worldwide na gawain. Ito po yung Aid to Humanity. At ako po'y nagpapasalamat sa Iglesia ni Cristo sa Auckland sa kanilang imbitasyon. Ang Aid to Humanity ay isang worldwide activity na naganap po nung nakalipas na buwan. Ito po ay sabay-sabay na gawain ng mga iba't ibang Iglesia ni Cristo chapters sa buong mundo. At ano ba layunin nito? Ang layunin nito ay para to extend a helping hand sa mga primarily sa mga kababayan natin. Pero not only that, dun sa mga nakita ko sa Auckland ay meron din mga taga-ibang multicultural ethnic groups ang naimbitahan at nabigyan po ng mga bags, no? Diyan po sa loob ng bag ay meron pong mga basic items like sabon, toothbrush, toothpaste, may mga noodles, may mga iba-iba pang mga canned goods at kung ano-ano. Hindi naman po ito para pakainin po ng pangmatagalan. Ito po ay pangtawid gutom. Ito po ay yung parang they were extending their hand of welcoming and belonging dito po sa mga kababayan natin at iba pang mga lahi na medyo nahihirapan at may kulang po ngayon o di kaya ay mga baguhan po dito sa Aotearoa, New Zealand. At yan po ay sabay-sabay sa buong mundo. Kaya tayo po ay nagpapasalamat sa pamunuan ng Iglesia ni Cristo dito sa Auckland. At hindi lamang yan, lalong-lalo na po sina Tita o si Kabex, si Rebecca at si Willie Lirio na talagang nag-imbita po sa atin para umattend po dito sa gawain na ito ng Iglesia ni Cristo dito po sa Auckland, ang Aid to Humanity. Yan po mga kabarangay ang ating ikwento mo para sa araw na to. Kung meron po kayong mga comments, questions, suggestions, i-email nyo lang po. Ito, isusulat nyo ng email. Ako po inyong kaibigan sa Impapoid, ang inyong Kuya Nono, yan yung Direk Rene. Yan ang ikwento mo. Tunghayan naman natin ang kwento ng ating media partner, ang Voice of America, ang VOA News, dito po sa VOA News Kwento.
I think that it's a very big deal culturally what we're doing to bring these, especially Afghanistan and America, together in music, because music speaks all languages. I am from Erie, Pennsylvania, and living here in the Washington, D.C. area. My most respected teacher, Masood Omari, he is originally from Afghanistan. Our band is called Tabla for Two. The tabla that Masood is playing, and I also play, the tabla is an Eastern percussion instrument. It's a drum.
This is the goat skin, and the middle part, the black here, the burning the steel, and it's coming like steel powder, and then pasting with a strong glue, and then put it in the center here, and then make a cosmic sound. That's why you can see.
We play 3 different kinds of music. We play classical music and we play traditional music of Afghanistan and India. And we play new music for the new world, we call it. It's our signature music. And it is composed by Masood. It's for 2 tabla players. Throughout this downstairs, which we call the tabla sphere, we create the music and practice the music and occasionally have guests. I met Masood approximately 8 years ago here in Washington, and it was a showroom of beautiful Afghan antiques and clothing and rugs and jewelry. I had never in my life seen their culture in that way. And I realized that he was this amazing tabla player, and I asked for lessons. I didn't know at the time where this was going. All I knew is that I had a huge desire and a force pushing me to learn to play the instrument. After a life as a visual artist and coming from a family of artists, I grew up listening to classical music and American jazz, and my father was a classical violinist. I really was very close to music.
When I saw first Abigail, she doesn't understand the language of Afghanistan. She understands the beat and melody. She was very exciting to learn, and she learned quickly.
I felt this amazing challenge, and I wanted to play the music. I just couldn't. I wasn't getting there fast enough for me. You know, I wanted to get there now. I practiced many, many hours. I practiced every day. And then he said I should learn to play the harmonium. I never thought I would be playing the harmonium. So I had my first lesson on the harmonium. I fell in love with it.
Abigail playing harmonia with this style, no one can play like this, because she's playing very soft, graceful and gentle.
But what's really extraordinary is that Masood is singing on top of his playing. He sings on top of the classical songs, he's singing any song and playing tabla at the same time. We play at the embassies often, we play at the museums, at universities, and we play here in the tabla sphere for special invited guests. People can see us on our YouTube channel, which is our same name, Tabla for Two.
I believe that I have an important role playing and preserving the music of my country, Afghanistan, and sharing it with the world.
It's just the beginning. I've just started learning about a place that I knew nothing about that has been so ravaged, and I'm thrilled to show Afghanistan in a positive, beautiful light.
Millions of young children can now sing along with the Bino and Fino theme song, evidence that the Nigerian-made cartoon is gaining traction both home and abroad. Nigerian animator Adamu Waziri says he started the Bino and Fino animation series to promote African stories globally.
A lot of the shows on children's TV in Nigeria are not from Nigeria. So I noticed that I felt that was too much of an imbalance, especially as Africa's most populous nation. It didn't make any sense that our children were watching mainly pretty much, especially when it comes to animation and cartoons, 100% foreign shows. So that was what basically was the spark.
So far, Bino and Fino is the most successful Nigerian animation brand globally. Apart from Nigeria and its neighbors in Africa, the cartoon airs overseas in countries like the US, Britain and parts of Europe. The series has brought success but also come at a cost, says Waziri.
To actually produce a series takes a lot of finance, a lot of time. It takes about maybe 2 to 3 years to finish a series, at which point you're not making any revenue. So you have to find the team. And on top of that, a lot of people were not trained up to produce animation in Nigeria to that quality level. So you have to do a lot of training.
Still, most of the cartoons broadcast in Nigeria come from abroad, but children like 6-year-old Captain are enthralled by Bino and Fino.
I love Bino and Fino. It's an interesting cartoon. They never argue. They're always good. They have fun. They never lie. They're always good. They're always nice. They're friendly. They always play with each other nicely.
Parents are also pleased that their children can learn about African culture and values.
They can actually relate to it. Like my kids are always bickering at each other sometimes, and I could tell when there was a scene where their dad asked them why they weren't talking to each other. I could relate to that, and that's why I really like it. And it doesn't appear foreign to me.
Nigeria's animation industry is still in its infancy and so is much smaller than its international counterparts. Low funding, lack of skilled manpower, and a weak distribution system are major limitations. But that has not stopped Nigerian animators like Waziri from pressing ahead to distribute African content on global screens. Timothy Yobiezu for VOA News, Abuja.
Most Afghan women, particularly those who live outside of major cities, are homemakers, but want to be well informed. To meet this need, Naz Radio recently began broadcasting programs in Khost province, specifically for women.
There are a lot of women-related topics that male journalists cannot discuss. So it is good that women are now talking about these topics directly to women.
The station's managing editor says he hopes that at some point Naz Radio soon will be run by only women.
This radio station has 24 employees. 70% are women and 30% are men. And the only reason we have men right now is because our women are not trained in the technical side of things. But we want to eventually give those jobs to women as well.
This is the only radio station in southeastern Afghanistan that broadcasts program for women. Owner Nadia Bawari says it's all about education.
Whether it's about education or health or knowing personal rights or about domestic violence, our goal is to educate our women.
Bawari and the staff of Naz Radio hope that their initiative will change Afghan broadcasting. For Ibrahim Rahimi in Khost, Afghanistan, Bejan Hamdard, VOA News.
This is Yamoja, the winning model for this year's Future City competition. The concept was engineered by a team of middle school students from the Midwest state of Indiana. The competition's theme this year, Clean Water, Tap into Tomorrow. It asked students to focus on creating reliable supplies of clean drinking water. The program overall pushes students to imagine and build the cities of the future.
Hydroloop station, also known as a hydroloop entrance. One thing that makes it resilient is our wastewater wheel. We have root zone, wastewater treatment, water seers, and multiple other devices that help keep our city safe and clean.
A judge for the Future City contest says it taps into the creativity and imagination of students.
They can talk about how the future should be as they see it, right, in their mind, and tackling a problem which they know is going to affect the greater population in the future. And then being able to use the limited resources that they have and also innovate in terms of technology to creatively solve those problems.
The international program in its 28th year had 45,000 middle school students who participated from 1,500 schools from more than 40 U.S. regions.
It's a project that involves a lot of engineering and a lot of different skills. And so there's 4 different parts to it. There's a sim city, which is designing a virtual city. There's an essay, a 1,500-word essay that you have to write. There's a model that you have to build, and then there's a presentation which you present at the competition and you answer questions.
The international teams included a Chinese team caught in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak.
We have a really strong Future City program in China, and they have been with us for several years. We always love having the teams there to come to Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, they were unable to join us this year due to travel restrictions, I believe, from China.
The Canadians didn't have quite that hurdle, but there was still a lot of heavy lifting.
A lot of it was getting the model over here. We had to ship it here, and a lot of the parts fell off when we were here, so we had to work a lot on getting those back on.
The other top 5 teams include those from the Great Plains, which covers Kansas and the Kansas City metropolitan area, North Carolina, Albany, which is the capital of New York, and Idaho. Indiana, as the grand prize winner, received $7,500 for its school's STEM program and a trip to U.S. Space Camp. For Saha Majid, I'm Laurel Bowman, VOA News in Washington.
By the way, nagpapasalamat po tayo sa mag-asawang Gerald and Rhea Grana. Ito po si Gerald ay dati kong estudyante sa Kolehiyo ng Miriam at gumawa po siya ng ating OBB, yung opening billboard, no? Maraming salamat, Gerald and Rhea.
Ako
Pumuli ang inyong kaibigan sa Papawid, ang inyong Kuya Nono, inyong Direk Rene. Dito po sa Filipino Show, yan ang ikwento mo.